Welcome to Cabcock Heliport. Within Cabcock, helicopters play an important role in safely transporting people and cargo to and from our offshore destinations. Your safety is our primary concern. It is therefore vital that you watch and listen very carefully to this video briefing. Please pay careful attention to the instructions given by your pilot, the heliport ground crew, and the helideck crews at your offshore destination. A safe and uneventful flight depends on your participation during this video briefing. Ensure you have made your flight booking with the radio room at least 24 hours prior to your departure. Upon arrival at the radio room checkout counter, identify yourself, weigh your baggage, and report any dangerous goods to the dispatcher. Once you've done this, the dispatcher will direct you to a waiting area to view this safety briefing. It is mandatory for life vests to be worn on all flights. The HLO will hand you your life vest before you exit the waiting area. Make sure that all cell phones and Motorola radios are switched off. Start with holding the vest in front of you with the straps facing you. Then put your hand through the opening on each side of the center strap and grab at the top of the vest. Next, raise your arms above your head and let the vest slide down with the blue part of the vest resting at the back of your neck, and buckle the chest strap. Tighten the straps under each armpit by pulling each black strap aft. Ensure that you do not pull red balls or cords unless in an emergency situation. Please remember that your life jacket must never be inflated while inside the helicopter, as you may become trapped inside. You must exit the helicopter before inflating your life jacket. You will then be led to the helicopter by the dispatcher or the HLO. Helicopters should be approached with extreme caution. You should obey the instructions of the pilot or dispatcher at all times. In the event your helicopter is shut down, your pilot will give you a final safety briefing before boarding. If you have any questions, now would be a good time to ask. If the helicopter is already running, please pay very close attention to your escort and promptly follow all instructions of the pilot and ground crew in order to safely complete the boarding process. When flying to your offshore destination, you'll be boarding one of the following helicopters: the Bell 412 or the Bell 427. When moving to and from the helicopter, the group should remain together and with the HLO. When approaching the helicopter, always approach at a 45-degree angle from the front. Never approach directly from the front, as the main rotor path is closest to the ground, just off the nose of the helicopter. Be aware of the turning rotor blades at all times. During startup and shutdown, especially in windy conditions, slow-turning rotors drop closer to the ground and can even flex downward well below head height. Additionally, the tail rotor turns at a very high speed, making it difficult to see. Never go near the tail rotor or walk around the tail of the helicopter. Also, never duck under the tail boom. Passengers should always drop bags adjacent to the passenger cabin door rather than taking bags to the cargo loading door. A helicopter landing officer will load the baggage in the cargo compartment. When boarding the helicopter, never stand on or place objects on or near the inflation bags attached to the landing skids, as this could cause damage to the float inflation bags packed inside the gray coverings. Take your seat as directed and fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal end into the buckle. Tighten the belt by pulling on the loose end of the strap. Wear your seatbelt low and tight around your waist, with the yellow stripe facing out. Ensure that you fasten your shoulder harness correctly. To release the belt, lift up the buckle top. Once securely fastened into your seatbelt, take time to look around and familiarize yourself with the location of first aid kits, fire extinguishers, life rafts, and emergency exits. Do not unfasten your safety buckle until the aircraft is landed and the HLO has opened the door, or unless otherwise instructed by your pilot. Every aircraft contains passenger safety briefing cards that illustrate emergency procedures. Please take the time to read them, as your life may depend upon it. In the unlikely event of an emergency, stay calm and obey the instructions of your pilot. Please pay attention to where the fire extinguishers and first aid kits are located on each aircraft. In the Bell 412, the first aid kit is located on the right side seat of the co-pilot, mounted to the center console. One extinguisher is located on the right side of the pilot's seat, mounted to the floor. The second one is located on the right cabin wall behind the co-pilot's head. In the Bell 427, there is one fire extinguisher located in the pilot compartment next to the pilot's left shoulder. During an emergency water landing, doors should never be opened unless directed by the pilot. Please note that the doors of the Bell 412 must not be opened, as this may damage the helicopter's floats. When you arrive at the heliport, remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until instructed to disembark by either the pilot or the HLO. The HLO will place your baggage into the baggage trolley. When instructed to do so, proceed directly to the heliport. Follow the HLO and remain in a group. Do not walk to the rear of the helicopter and avoid the tail rotor at all times. Proceed through security and collect your baggage. Thank you for your attention during this video briefing. Have a safe and enjoyable flight.